It's the Sumo Show, the weekly podcast that discusses everything that's going on in Japanese land sumo. Whether you've been steeped in sumo lore since the Heisei era, like me, Sam, or you're a dedicated fan who wants to get deeper into what's happening on and off the dojo, or you're brand new to the world of sumo and just want to learn what it's all about, like our friend Troy, no matter how much you know about the sport, Sumo Show 2 times in a row, man. Sumo Show has something for you. So let's throw some purifying salt into the ring, do a few big Shiko foot stomps, and see what's new on this week's episode of the Sumo Show. So konnichiwa, everyone, and Okaeri, welcome back to my co-host Troy.
Moshi Moshi.
Moshi Moshi. I told you a Moshi Moshi story last week, didn't I?
You did indeed. Yeah. You
Yeah.
did indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How you doing, my friend?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing okay. I'm doing not doing horrible, but I will say that this Friday felt suspiciously like it ought to have been Tuesday.
Well, I mean, it's a crazy time for you.
Yeah, a lot going on.
You got a lot going on, and a sumo tournament on top of that,
which is my respite from the rest. I get to just hang out, learn a bit about sumo. I get to just put the cares and the worries of the week away. I get to hang out over on our new YouTube channel.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Sumo Show. Guaranteed.
At Sumo Show.
At Sumo Show. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. At Sumo Show. And guaranteed to have 0 NHK videos.
Yes.
We know some of you have the allergy, like a gluten almost.
NHK has an allergy to us.
Yeah, they really do. We do not respond well to But so head over there, friends, and do that.
Please
you want to subscribe and like and do all that good stuff, and then you want to head over to the Facebook page,
and
you want to dive into conversation because Stan keeps that place on fire. It's a sumo capade.
On
fire. Very entertaining. We have got, I think we're now at like 4 or 5 million people or something. I lost count after 112, I think.
We were unstoppable. The difference between 112 and 5 million is nothing.
I mean, it's honestly, really, it's just economies of scale. I mean, honestly, imagine you had 115 people in your house right now.
It'd feel like 1 million.
Yeah, it would. It would be 1,000,000 degrees as well. A bunch of people just being real sweaty, wanting to hear all about sumo. But that's how they are.
Sounds like a weekend to me.
Right? I like it. I'm headed over to... I'm looking at that. Dale Donovan posted something to the Sumo Show. Traditional 10,000 calorie sumo style dinner leaves American tourists writhing in hunger.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it is unexpected but funny. And you can enjoy that yourself by going to Facebook.
Going to the Facebook.com/ The
Sumo Show.
The Sumo Show.
That's right. That's not a lie.
No lie, Troy.
No lies were told.
No lie, Tachi-ai.
No lies, Tachi-ai. What I'm doing right now is figuring out.
You're vamping.
You're vamping for me. So I'm going to drop into my meditative state as I prepare myself.
Boop, boop.
Take it away.
Doop, 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 doop.
I'm going to do that for a minute now because I got to figure out why this video isn't playing on Facebook.
All right. So, yes, it is. Today is day 13. We're about to be day 14. So we're going to be covering days 11 to 13.
Yeah.
Ever since the end of our last show, where we got a very another interesting tournament for mixed good and bad reasons.
Oh.
Right? I mean, for good, Terunofuji, our Yokozuna, is back. And when we saw him last, it was after day 10, and he was 10-0. And he was had not lost. And in fact, the bad part is that everyone else below him, they have lost. They've all lost at least twice. In fact, as we'll see when we go to look at the standings, there's only Kotozakura, only Ozeki Kotozakura, has only lost twice. Everyone else has lost at least 3 times, which means that our Yokozuna is not only in the lead, he's got a buffer, which means that he can afford a loss and he would still be in the lead. And there's only one person, Kotozakura, who's 2 behind him. So if Kotozakura loses and Terunofuji wins, on day 11, where we're going to start, he'll suddenly have a 3-match buffer over everyone with just 5 days to go.
I love this, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
4 days to go.
it's good
1,
to
2,
see
3,
it.
4, 5. Yeah, no, we got 5 days to go right now, and so if he can win 3 matches, 3 of the 5, Terunofuji, he will guarantee himself at least a playoff. That's if Kotozakura doesn't lose any of his. Or no, I'm doing that math wrong. I'm sorry, because I've lived through all of this.
That's
I know
right. Yeah,
right now
yeah.
Kotozakura is 8-2. He's 10. If he can win 3 of them, then the worst that'll happen is he ties Kotozakura if Kotozakura doesn't lose anymore. And if Kotozakura loses one more, then he could afford to lose 3 and only win 2.
You know what else?
But
I have a feeling that the outcome of today's show will reveal some exciting information at the end of the program.
if you've got your Sumo Show decoder ring, yes.
I bet they do. You can only see us if you wear it.
Yes, we will be giving the reveal of the current standings in our fantasy Oyakata game.
It's getting serious.
As you may recall, last time, Troy was in second place.
It's number 2.
And I was not.
That is honestly very shocking to me, but you were kind of hamstrung, as it were.
Right. And in fact, when we look at what the things, I looked at it and I did some quick, just small mental calculations and realized that except for Asanoyama's injury, I'd be right in the mix too. Right? If he was doing what he seemed to be, if he performed about as well as Wakataka Kage, right? They're both down there in the lower division. They're both about the same skill wise, so it was a good kind of, and we figured that they both had good chances at making a run at the U show from the lower part of the division. So if he did as well as Wakataka Kage is doing, I'd be right up there. And we'll talk about those numbers later. Are you ready to start looking at things?
Wow. Not at all.
No, you haven't solved
I figured it out. Oh wow. It's just working. I'm almost there. I'm going to say some changes and I'm going to I was just waiting for the sign, and the sign is your head. When it appears on the screen, that's when I know the magic's ready to begin. I just need to figure out.
So exciting stuff. Terunofuji, of course, the thing is that he's a terrific Yokozuna, but he's not a Dai Yokozuna. He's not a great Yokozuna because he hasn't won. He's only won 9 tournaments and not 10. He's on his way to possibly winning his 10th here, which would make him a Dai Yokozuna. And that's
what a great way to.
Yeah. About this is that he's been hurt for so much of the year, right? He was the last full tournament he was in January, and he won that. And then he got injured, and he's only sporadically popped up for a bout or 2 throughout the rest of the year until this tournament where he stepped in, and he's won his first 10 matches. He's 10-0 going into day 11.
And we suspect that this may be his.
Well, for a long time, we've been saying for a long time, he's injured. He's repeatedly injured. He's age-wise, he's at the point where he's thinking about retiring. Injury-wise, he's thinking about retiring. the main thing that's stopping him is the fact that he wants to get that 10th win if he can,
Yeah.
and that the powers that be in the world of sumo would like someone else to to qualify to be a Yokozuna before he retires, so we don't have an era without them.
Oh, right. That's
Right.
right. Yeah.
But and it seemed like we might have had that at the beginning of the year, but because of the way things have gone since then, it's clear no one is going to be ready for that for a while. Like, it's going to be, I think, at least the rest of this year and possibly half of next year before we have someone who steps up and is ready to qualify to be
Yeah.
to get that promotion.
You know what else is
Um,
clear?
what?
In a way that I think am, because of my time learning and watching and all that, that he is an amazing wrestler. Like he's an amazing, he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like seeing him perform like this really paints that picture for me.
Right.
I think before I was just kind of like, he's an older guy getting old and injuries and stuff. But you can just see it in the way that he comports himself in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about the difference that you can see someone who is Yokozuna or even Ozeki quality. You just see the difference between them and other people. I think for you, unfortunately, you have been introduced to sumo in an era where that has not been on display.
Right.
Whereas
Yeah.
the previous 15, 20 years, it was on display in buckets. That gear shift era that we talked about so much. Right? We just don't have the next guys coming up didn't hit it, and the new next guys coming up aren't there yet. So you, meanwhile, have learned enough about sumo in the last few years that now that you see it, you're like, oh wow, I get it.
Absolutely. You know, the other thing as well is the way that this, I am now realizing my, the curated sumo experience. I'm learning all about sumo, and it's legit and it's accurate. But then when I look or watch a match with audio, or or sort of watch, contiguous matches, it is, there's a whole new thing for me to get sort of wrap my mind around. And that's just the circumstance of it all.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating.
And that's why NHK doesn't want us doing this.
Yeah, they don't want to share the.
Well, we should probably stop doing that.
We don't have to.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So
I'm almost there.
Are you ready? What's going on?
I'm clicks away. Oh, we are started and everything's up and going. Now, see, what Stan's waiting for me to do is to head on over to Facebook groups / The Sumo Show. Just do a search for The Sumo Show. We'll pop up.
Yep.
On there, Stan has put together a clips list, and it's what's interesting too is that you folks now get to see a bit of what I see behind the scenes. Only you get to see how Stan kind of pieces this stuff together. It really a testament to your you are very well versed in sumo, and to be able to kind of create this collection of clips. It's really a journey. And folks, pay attention to some of the, he tries to trick you. He'll throw in some stuff. He'll theme some things. Keep on your toes, because you just never know what you're going to get. But it's always fascinating. And so, you get to head over to the clips. And then the cool thing, well, I guess it's not that cool now that I think about it. You get to see all the clips from the Basho.
I mean, each day in the Sumo Show Facebook group, I will make a post with a kind of summing what happened yesterday and a little bit of what we're looking forward to today, and a link to one of the videos that I watch on YouTube. In fact, the videos usually that we will be watching that I use in this document you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's a great place to start. Those right now, the videos are 15 minutes. We're linking to Kintamayama's daily collection of all the matches in the top division, and he puts them all together, and it's 15 minutes. You get to see all the top division bouts in 15 minutes.
But you got to kind of catch them, right?
But yeah, that happens fast. That means it's match and match and match and match and match.
Also, Kintamiyama takes down his clips, right? Or takes down his vids.
Also, yes, because NHK is not so pleased that he does that, these videos are only up for about 5 or 6 days, and then he pulls them down.
Yeah, so it's sort of like a blossoming of the sumo, but only a short period of time.
Right.
Like the what do they call those little creepy insects? Cicadas.
Cicadas.
Yes, yeah. Lots of juicy sumo goodness, and then it goes away.
Cicadas. Now the good news is, on top of all that, and these will be around for quite a long while, NHK does a show too, but they don't have all of the matches.
They don't go into the depth that
They
you
don't.
do.
They
Yeah.
don't. Well, they go more in depth on the matches they do show. Also, it's in English, so it's. I mean, I'm in no way. It's a great thing, but if you want to watch everything that's happening in the tournament, see what all the people are doing, all the matches, all there are in the top division, there are 42 Rikishi, which means that when they are all healthy, there are 21 matches each day. And NHK will show about 10 or 12 of them. So about half of them. So if you, and they will be the kind of like the ones that I choose very often. All the ones I choose. In fact, all the ones I choose will probably be on the NHK feed because they are the most important or the best ones.
Right.
But I want to see all of them, which is why someone like Kintamiyama, I prefer to watch that. It's also a full half-hour show to catch half of the matches,
Right.
whereas Kintamiyama is 15 minutes for all of them.
Yeah, and also, we have we are leading still the devastating boycott against NHK. They are trembling in their boots. Let me tell you,
we are not boycotting NHK. It is not true.
We aren't, but my heart is.
We're mad at NHK. Huh?
Yeah,
So I'm not going to butter
that biscuit. Churn that butter.
Yeah. No, we're mad at them, and
Yeah.
they're wrong, but
Yeah.
we're not boycotting them. And in fact, I say that show that they put on is a great one. It's all, let's say, they've got the best English language sumo broadcasters that do the show. Each of the matches is in English. You get a lot of the same. I mean, this is how I learned it, was watching it on TV with those broadcasters explaining it. But I was watching a whole day of everything, not just the clip show.
I got to tell you, friends who are listening, this is pure gentleman sommelier right here. We're like within all your rights to just have a rage stroke. Like you could just be like, but you don't. You kind of roll with it, and you deal. You kind of acknowledge the regrets and the struggle of it, and then you let it go. Whereas I hold on to it in like a petty little
bulldog.
Little bulldog. I just hang on to that, passive aggressive, and and that's how I will die.
All right. Well, that's why we're such a good team.
That's right. Yeah, the odd couple, I think. Yeah.
Are you ready now?
I am ready, and I want to say that I found that patter, that little exchange, quite rewarding. So
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. All right. So we are gonna switch over to the view where you get to see.
The shared. This
yes,
is this.
Shared,
yes.
So this is where things stand. Oh boy, we just vamped for 20 minutes. All right, so this is where we're starting.
Didn't even break a
Day
sweat.
11. Terunofuji 10-0. Kotozakura 8-2.
Oh.
And see, so if Terunofuji loses 2 matches and Kotozakura wins 2 matches, they'll be tied. So he's got that nice little buffer. Gets nicer and nicer as the end of the tournament gets closer and closer. We've not that many people with only 3 losses, right? Ozeki Hoshoryu, Takanosho, who's Takanosho used to live up around the Sanyaku level. Komusubi, I don't know if he was ever Sekiwake before, but he was always upper Maegashira and Komusubi until about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he's he's he stumbled and he was hanging around the bottom of the division for a while. He's coming back strong, 7-3, and although now he's going to start getting some matches against some of the higher ranked guys. Uh, who's that under him? Some newbie, some Maegashira 10 named Shodai.
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 I don't know if I like that name.
Shodai, our former mediocre Ozeki, suddenly performing well. It's
That's
really
how he
weird.
does it, isn't it?
That was really weird too, because he lost his first two matches. He started this tournament 0-2, and it looks like it's going to be another
Yeah.
Shodai performance. And he's come on. He's won 6 out of the next 7, or 7 out of the next 8.
One wants nothing but the best for him.
Yeah.
But one must also just recognize that, what? How did you get up there,
Right.
Shodai?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we talk about this a bunch.
I know.
When he was so good for a while.
Yeah.
The problem is so, and the problem I think for us was how just his attitude. Like, it's not even that if he's struggling, that's one thing. Everyone kind of gets behind someone who's having a tough time and they're fighting hard. You're like, come on, you can do it. He just looks like he doesn't care. He gets that whoa, what I call his hangdog.
Hangdog, yeah. His lucky sea bream, who's
Mopey, the Mopey sea bream.
Right, yeah, just who's been out of the ocean for too long.
This tournament, 7-3, doing good, coming into day 11.
I can't be mad at it, and I want to say something snarky, but also, great, good for him. I mean,
I think about a year ago, we were in a position with Shodai where we thought, all right, please just turn it around. I want to root for you. You can do this. And you especially, you held on, you backed Shodai longer than anyone else.
I was certain that you and Owen were being extra harsh on this guy, but it didn't take long for me to go, I see.
Yeah.
I see what's going on here.
So maybe he's found the spark again. Because if he could get back to being that focused guy who did the really great sumo, that would be terrific. Because
it sure
really
would.
is. When he's good, he's really good.
Yeah.
That's when he's not. He's miserable.
Yeah, and just exudes it like a just
so many situations where he loses not because someone beats him, but because he beats himself or he gives up on himself.
That he gives up on it. He just at the moment where it could be a sort of a razor thin kind of thing. It just melts.
I'm laughing because I can't believe we're spending this much time talking about Shodai. Also, Churanomi and Wakataka Kage. Those are the guys that are there. These are the only ones that have any kind of reasonable hope at being in the hunt for the Yusho at this point, and all of that would hinge on Terunofuji having a collapse somewhere in this second week, which is not unheard of. First of all, he's always one bad step away from an injury that throws him off. But secondly, he's going to have to start fighting Kotosakura and Hoshoryu and Abi, all the top guys, Onosato, Kirishima, all these are the guys he's going to have to fight here in the last week.
Yeah.
Which are the toughest guys to fight. So if anyone's going to beat him, it's supposed to be some of them. So we'll see.
Pretty fascinating.
All right. So we are now going to, if you open up the day 11 video, hit pause when it opens up. And then after that, go to 11 minutes and 30 seconds. And we will finally look at some sumo.
But first, a message from our sponsors.
30 minutes of prelude.
Listen, that's what they come here for. They're lining up for this. All
right, so
let me get into my
of Kirishima.
11:30.
11:30. We've got Kirishima and Kotozakura.
Okay.
Kirishima is the former Ozeki. He's just been demoted to Sekiwake this tournament. As most of you will know, when you're an Ozeki, if you have one bad tournament, if you have one Makekoshi, losing record, that you get put on warning. If you do it again, 2 losing records in a row, then you get demoted. And Kirishima he started the year with the possibility of a Yokozuna promotion, and he got injured. He had a neck nerve pinch injury, which has just ruined his year.
Yeah.
And so he had 2 losing records in a row, so he dropped down to Sekiwake. And the thing is, when you're an Ozeki, they give you one more option. Now, usually, to get promoted to Ozeki, you need to win 33 matches over the course of 3 tournaments in a row, which is 11 wins a tournament. It's a tough thing to do.
So is that 3 matches or 33 matches for each year, or
no, 3 tournaments in a row?
3 tournaments in a row. Thank you. Sorry, I'm lost myself in the math there for a second. I get it.
So it's 11 matches a tournament for 11 wins for 3 tournaments in a row.
Still, that's intense.
And that's a very tough thing to do, which is why it's hard to get a promotion to Ozeki. So that's why they have these safety rails to prevent them from having a bad tournament and dropping out, because it's so hard to get back. And they have the last safety rail is if you do drop out, you get put at Sekiwake, which is the next rank down. Yeah. And if you can get 10 wins, then they'll bump you right back up. And if you can't, then you've got to do the 33 thing again.
Got you. Yeah, then you're just working your way up from where you left off.
Right. So Kirishima has been struggling. He also is going to have his toughest matches here in the back half of the tournament, and he comes into today 5-5. And so with this being a 15-day tournament, that means he has to win all 5 remaining matches if he wants to get his Ozeki rank back.
The pressure's on.
Yes. Today, in fact, he's fighting our newest Ozeki, Kotozakura. This is just his second tournament in the rank. He finished second, got a Jun Yusho in the May tournament, and he is in second place right now. As you see, there's a little pepper here because this is a hot match.
Hot match, yeah.
Hot match.
Yep. A lot riding on this.
In the past, Kirishima has won 11 of their 15 previous meetings. But he's not doing very well right now. So we'll see what happens here.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Hit it. It comes right into his chest.
The size differential.
Push him off. Look.
Oh,
does it?
Nicely done.
Does it? The little disgruntled look on Kotozakura's face. What did I do?
I like that a lot.
And so let's go back and I'm going to rewind and watch it again. Kirishima got a quid Tachiai right into the chest, and he kept kind of forcing Kotozakura off to the side a little and then driving forward, and force him off to the side a little and drive forward. Very well done. So he now only just has to win the remaining 4 matches. Kotozakura, however, now falls 1 off the pace, which we were talking about before, right? And so if Terunofuji wins today, he will be 11-0, and his closest rivals will have 3 losses, all of them, because Kotozakura just lost for the 3rd time. Pretty exciting, huh?
Very exciting. There's a lot at stake.
It's a lot going on here.
Yeah, right, a lot going on. A lot of very interesting.
11:55.
11:55. Gonoyama and Takakeisho.
That is correct. Gonoyama and Takakeisho. Takakeisho and Ozeki, he also has been plagued by neck and back problems, and he is currently Kadoban. We were talking about before. Last tournament, he had a losing record, so he's on warning. If he gets a losing record again this time, he's going to get demoted. He'll be in the spot that Kirishima is right now.
Yeah.
And he also started off badly. He's 4-6. We've got 5 matches left, and he needs to win 4. He needs to get to 8 wins. He's got to win 4 out of his last 5. Gonoyama, a 25, 26-year-old guy who's just kind of found the groove this year. He's been around a while and in the second division, and never was able to get up to the top division. He came up and he immediately did really well, and then people kind of have gotten his number, and he's not struggling. He's still
coming unraveled a little bit. Yeah,
he's Maegashira 3 West, so he's still ranked pretty high, but he's trying to get the figure out the secret sauce to compete at the highest level.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Hit it. Okay, so waiting. Off to go.
Oh, you know what? I might have actually popped myself in the wrong spot.
Are you watching it? Am I watching this and you're not seeing anything?
No. I'm watching. I'm just making sure that's the right thing that I'm watching. And sure, this looks familiar.
So yes, go back and do that again. Have you watched it? Have you seen what happened in this bout?
No, I don't think I did. I think I saw another bout, but I'm watching it now, I believe. Oh yeah, I know I watched this. Sorry, friends, it's really not this complicated, but
this is the difficulty of this new format.
My cut and also just my brain in general.
Yep, Keisho rolls Gonoyama, gets to win, and comes away with a bloody mouth and blinking like a cat that's been thwacked on the nose.
Yeah, what's that? Like a concussion, you think?
I think he just. I don't know.
His bell?
Concussion. You know, when I watched this, I'll tell you what. I thought maybe he. I thought at first maybe he got his nose broken, but his nose wasn't bleeding. It's just it's his mouth. So I think he just got bonked on the head. And he's always blinking a lot. There's a forehead, right into his nose and his eyes area. I think he got some from Gonoyama's sweat in his eyes.
Right. Yeah, it's the Nagoya Basho really introduces some hazards, some sort of environmental hazards, and one of them it's just too hot.
It's hot.
Makes for some slippery sumo.
Yeah. All right, so Keisho gets his win also.
Yay!
Good for him. He now only needs 3 more to save his rank. Only 4 matches to go, but only 3 more wins he needs. All right, so let's go to 13 and 12.
13 and 12.
We've got Abi and Hoshoryu. Hoshoryu, one of our 7 and 3 guys. We're just watching him because we like him.
Yeah. He's
one of our Ozeki. We're keeping an eye on all of our Ozeki.
That's right.
We're having fewer of them and fewer of them. All right. Ready? Go. Abi comes in with a long reach and little dancing on the Tawada.
Yeah, look at his face. Our buddy Hoshoryu has a very expressive post-match face.
But it's only one expression.
Yeah. Well, I've seen. What the hell was that?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Maybe 2.
Yeah. Maybe that's the 2 notes.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give him 3. He's mostly it's the damn right.
That's right. Cocky and yeah.
Here it's like, hey, look what I did.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's how the hell did that happen?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Love it. Okay.
All right. So Abi came in the long reach, and it looked like he was in charge, but Hoshoryu managed to just get off to his side and still hold on to the arm so he could kind of pull Abi's arm where Abi didn't want to go. It's like, here, come out that way.
Right. Yeah.
And did a nice little pivot and won the match. All right, so we're going to jump to 13 and 40.
13 and 40. Bing.
Which is another chili pepper. This is a chili pepper fight with Terunofuji fighting against our new Sekiwake, our Shin Sekiwake Onosato, who beat Terunofuji in when they fought in May. It was the only Terunofuji fought one fight and then pulled out because he was injured and he never should have been fighting to begin with. But that fight was against Onosato, and Onosato beat him. So Onosato, on the other hand, here 5 and 5. He needs 3 more wins to get his Kachikoshi, his winning record. So yeah, we'll see. Onosato also. We talk. He's the hot new freshness, right? This is only his 8th tournament ever in professional sumo. So he's one of the guys that everyone's talking about. Very likely Ozeki, and everyone's talking like he's probably going to be a Yokozuna. And if he continues to perform well, learns the things he needs to learn, doesn't get injured, every reason to believe he will. He is physically pretty similar to Terunofuji. They're size and weight-wise not that far off, which is something. Terunofuji is a big guy.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Hit it.
Oh.
Come in. Whoa!
Yeah, that was... it's a slippery doyo.
Terunofuji loses for the first time. And then we see the Zabuton flying.
This is a great shot, folks. If you've been around for a while, we talk about the things that get thrown.
So the Zabuton are the cushions that you sit on when you're in one of the ringside, or not just exactly ringside, the closest level. They have these little cushions you sit on. And historically, when a Yokozuna is beaten by a rank and file Rikishi, there's someone who's a Maegashira ranked Rikishi, it's been tradition to throw the Zabuton, to throw your pillow in appreciation. Of course, that very often hits the people in the front row is not such a good thing. It's a big pain in the butt for everyone. So they always ask you not to do that. And in fact, they've started securing the Zabuton so that they're tied down and you can't throw them. And I think everyone thought they were tied down, but clearly they weren't.
They're not,
Everyone's throwing their Zabuton there.
They really did, yeah. And well, so it's in celebration, you say sometimes, but also in consternation, right?
Mm-mm. No, it's only when a crazy good thing or someone who shouldn't beat a Yokozuna does. They're not throwing it because they're mad at the Yokozuna. They're throwing it because this guy who shouldn't do that has just won. Which is like here, this is not a match to throw it in any case, because Onosato is a Sekiwake, and he is the third highest rank.
Yeah,
he is supposed to challenge the Yokozuna and occasionally beat him. So it's not a throw a Zabuton thing, but I think that it's been so long since we've had any Yokozunas fighting. Like throughout the 20 teens, there were most years, there were 3 Yokozuna at a time. And so there were a lot of matches and you'd get upsets every once in a while and this would happen. We have had only one Yokozuna for the better part of 2 years now. And he hasn't been around much. And so there's been none of these big Yokozuna gets upset. Woohoo! Whoa, let's celebrate that guy.
right.
Chances. And I think everyone likes Onosato. and that's a lot of it too. Like they're celebrating with him for a, a big win, but it's not really. It's not. It's not what it's supposed to be.
It's not. That makes perfect sense. Why not?
Yeah. All right. So we look at this. Are you watching the replay or just
I did a couple times because I was fascinated, but
yeah. But
yeah,
yes, Onosato, good tachi. Terunofuji tries to slip. He had an outside grip. He wanted to get an inside grip, and when he goes to make that move, uh, Onosato grabs the arm and steps to the side and pulls him. And Terunofuji, you talked about before how we've seen throughout this whole tournament how balanced, how no matter what happens, he's always seemed to be in the right position.
yeah,
He he was leaning too far forward, and that's what happened here. He was trying to drive Onosato back. I think in this case, it's because Onosato is so big and so strong. He didn't want to risk just kind of getting tied up with him because he's so injured, right? That big kind of lock up and power versus power. He's Onosato might have a little bit of an edge, and Terunofuji's in a good place to get hurt.
got you. Yeah,
So he when he saw this, he wanted to press the advantage, and he got a little anxious and slipped in, and he's leaning a little too far forward, and Onosato takes advantage of that. That's the kind of thing that we were talking about wanting to see Onosato do is respond with something other than driving straight forward, grabbing the belt and driving straight forward, finding
yeah,
a counter maneuver that'll work. Well, he just found a counter maneuver that worked on the Yokozuna.
that's right. Hard
So
to refute. Yep.
yeah, so Terunofuji suffers his first loss. So I'm going to come back here. So I'm looking at our thing, and I'm going to move our board along to standings entering day 12. So here we go. Terunofuji has lost one. Unfortunately, because Kotozakura also lost, well, I guess for Terunofuji, fortunately, he still has a 2-match buffer.
Right.
Everyone there is 8-3. He is 10-1. So he now has 4 matches to go. If he wins 2 of them, he's guaranteed at least a tie, at least a playoff. And that would require everyone who is 8-3. Anyone who's 8-3 now and goes undefeated would be the people he'd fight in that.
For a moment when you were describing that, I thought you were saying that he gets the most he can hope for, the best he can hope for, is a tie, like a little sumo tie that they give him for job well done.
Little tie.
Another one for the merch. Yeah.
All right. So,
Day 12?
We're on day 12. Gonna look at a day 12 video.
Now, you were pretty excited about this. I left the quotes in because I want to,
Day 12 is, I put a little note there, so many good bouts.
Yeah.
There were a ton of good bouts. And I mentioned this when I posted in the Sumo Show page, the Facebook page. I'm always posting this, and as I say, it's only 15 minutes. You should watch it if you're enjoying sumo. Set 15 minutes aside and watch it. But this day 12, I could have picked. We could have gone pretty much the whole thing.
Right.
So many of the matches were really, really good matches, which made it hard for me. As if you're looking at that list, you can see that the other 2 days are very short. Day 12 is long, and I cut out a bunch of good ones that could have been in there. So that's my note. Go back and watch all of day 12 when it's done.
All right.
Lot of good matches. I remember Shodai had a match that was on there as a possibility. Yeah. All right. So let's start at 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
2 and 10.
Where we've got Bushozan and Churanomi. Churanomi, one of those guys with only 3 losses. So he's in that group. If he can win here, he'll stay there. And hope that Terunofuji will lose some more.
Yeah.
Bushozan, coming up from the, I think he's coming up from Juryo this time around. He has never, I believe, had a winning record in the top division before. So 6-5. He needs 2 more wins to get there. All right. Hit it.
Bloop.
They come slapping around. He gets, oh! Kyoji points to Tsunoumi.
And Mono E.
Okay, and we get a replay. Here to see they're on the edge. Oh, who steps out first? They say, too close to call. Torinaoshi, do it again.
Do you? Okay.
Wait, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pausing it. What?
No.
is the time sync?
I'll ask. I'll ask in a minute.
What? I have paused it now. Where number are you on? What time number are you on?
I am right now at. Let me see where I'm at. 2:18.
2:18.
Yeah, we're at 2:10, right?
If you at the start of the match.
Yeah.
Didn't you watch the match?
I did, and I clicked back, and I'm watching as you're talking, and yeah.
Did you watch the second match, the Torinaoshi, the redo?
Oh no, maybe I missed it. Sorry, hold on. Oh no, I watched it. Yes, I did watch it.
All right.
Right after, because I wanted to compare how they did and how what their stamina was. That's what I was thinking. I was just back and forth and kind of got lost in the. Jeez, this is wild. Sorry, I'm watching it again, but I watched them both. Yes.
Right. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna sit here and watch it, and second time through, and very quick. Very quick. Tsunoumi gets the win. He will stay in the 3 lost people. But yeah, that if you want to go back and look at the start of this one, the first time through, where they got pushing up to the edge, and Tsunoumi makes a good play, just can't hang on. Like we see a lot of other people do that dance on the Tawada.
Yeah.
Tsunoumi does not dance.
No. Yeah. So, here's what happened. Because that match happened so quickly, my immediate thought was, did he hurt himself?
Right.
And so I jumped back to see how was the severity of his, cannonball on the corner of the ring. And so I just and then I got lost. You were like, "Where are you at?" And I'm like, everywhere.
Right. Now let's see. Now we've seen one of the problems with this system we have. While we try and sync it up so we're watching the same thing, we can get
99.9%. We've been pretty good.
I'm not saying it's bad. I was saying, mental note. This.
What's funny about this is that this is kind of your fault, because you got me so. Now that I have the control of the video, I'm like, I got to go back and compare this and compare that, and doing it like in lightning fast, and then realizing, oh wait, sorry, there's a whole program that we're doing.
All right, let's jump ahead to 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
4 minutes straight.
4 at the top. 4:00.
0-0.
We've got Nishiki Fuji and Tamawashi. Tamawashi, the oldest guy in the top division, the Iron Man. He has never, in his long career, missed a day. He's never been Kyujo. He has never missed a day.
That's something else, isn't it?
Except for he was forced to sit out because of a COVID thing that was not him having COVID. And so,
but he was still raring to go, and
right.
But he had to sit out.
So they decided that because he wasn't sick, they wouldn't count those as actually him having missed a day.
Okay, nice. So perfect attendance.
He missed like 3 or 4 days at the end of that tournament when everyone in his Heya had to sit down because one person had COVID. And so it's one of those, like people who like to talk about sports records say there should be an asterisk. That's the asterisk on his Iron Man right now,
which is just a testament to his it's pretty remarkable. As a human being on this spinning globe, I will tell you that on a good day, it's hard for me to be on time to something.
Right.
But in this world where, like, injury or tired or sick, or I mean, these guys are putting their bodies to the ultimate test, and
Yeah.
that's just amazing. That's pretty incredible. Now,
All
does he
right.
get something special for never having missed a day?
He gets
Just a
the
nickname?
record.
Okay, well,
He's got
that's
the
fine.
record. He'll be in the record books.
Yeah, history. You're making history.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Hit it.
Boing. Ow.
Both come in. They lock up. Both have the grip they want on the Mawashi, and they start swinging.
To
Nishiki
dance?
tries swinging around.
Oh, what?
Wow! Lifts him up and puts him out.
The way that he kicked his legs up like that, he was just reminded me of a little kid. That
was a move that our favorite, our Georgian favorite, Tochinoshin, used to do that Tsurudashi that lifts someone up and put them out all the time.
There's some real, there's some baggage with that move. The person who gets picked up and tossed out of the ring, or not even picked up, just picked up and sat down, not tossed, but just sort of set out of the ring like that.
Moved 3 inches and put down. I mean, Tochinoshin would pick someone up in the middle of the ring and carry them out.
Oh, that's even worse. So you feel like a little child at the end of all that, getting set down in the corner. But yeah, that's pretty remarkable. I didn't think he was going to pull it off.
Yeah, no, when he grabbed Nishikigi in the middle, I'm watching the replay now.
Yeah, me too.
When he grabbed him and just pulled him from the middle of the ring and slid him over the edge of the ring. All right, well, he's going to force him out. And Nishikigi got his feet on the Tawada.
Yeah.
So Tamawachi said, all right, well,
boing.
Just look at the look on his face as he grabs it. Oh,
and then the kicking the legs up.
Well, I mean, that's what they do to try and make you have to put them down.
I know.
So close to the edge of the ring.
It looks almost like a choreographed dance, like, wee. This is good sumo. That's very funny.
All right, so now we're going to go to 6:20.
6:20
earlier
of day 12.
Go to 6:15.
Go to 6:15?
Yeah. Day 12, 6:15. And we've got...
Oh, boy.
It's your guy, Shodai.
Yeah, it sure is.
Shoho and Shodai. Ready?
Yeah.
Hit it.
Bloop. Okay. Shodai's really doing it.
Going in, yeah. Grabs it.
Oh.
They're pushing back and forth in the ring. Shodai, neither one of them has a belt grip.
No, but they're, oh my gosh.
The edge of the ring.
Oh my gosh.
And
Kyoji points to Kota Shoho. Amona E is declared.
Yeah. Shodai's got that look on his face.
He didn't quite look as hang-doggy as he has looked in the past. Oh, look, they're serious. Like,
look at that. Oh! Here goes, zoom in.
Oh, wow.
Who's zooms first? It's that arm definitely hits first. But
it sure does. The Gyoji have an, oh my gosh, the way they show that in slow motion. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ahead of you by a couple of seconds.
Sorry. Yeah. But I'll tell you this. I think that Gyoji was robbed. The eye you have to be able to call it like that. Incredible. Also, watching Shodai hit the ground and that slow, or was it Kota Shoho or Shodai? It was Shodai.
Well, they both did. But Kota Shoho is the one whose arm hit.
Oh my gosh.
Shodai was on the left.
The ripple of, motion through his body just looked like it was painful.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Wow. That was a good. I mean, like
Shodai, look at that.
Shodai really did it.
He sure did.
I mean, he put every
Both
bit of it.
times.
Yeah, both times. Really was throwing all of his energy, and
Yeah.
he had some
So
fighting
go back and
spirit there.
watch it again. Right when they get there to the edge, he gets him there, and then no, a nice little throw, nice little Watanabe for Shodai,
That little,
and
yeah.
he gets his Kachikoshi.
Good for him. I mean,
Good for you, Shodai.
that was whoever was playing Shodai really did a good job,
Right? Yeah.
because normally
You know,
he's
and Noah, that wasn't like great. This wasn't as the good kind of sumo he did when he got promoted to
yeah,
Ozeki, but that was strong. That was good stuff. Good
yeah, it was
stuff. And
energetic. It was
got himself in a tough position, dug in, and found what it took to turn
twisted
it around.
himself out of there. Yeah, yeah, remarkable. Okay, well,
All
good
right.
on you, Shodai.
So let's go to 12:33.
12:33. There we go.
We got Kirishima, who's back, still needs to win all of his remaining matches, and he's facing Tommy Fuji today.
Yeah,
Tommy
here's the setup,
Fuji,
everybody. I have a feeling that this was picked, and the way that Stan said this, mind your emotional outbursts, because clearly this is a trap.
we've watched every Kirishima match.
I'm just saying, you just have a way of presenting it, like you're setting
You
us up
didn't
for
let
it.
me finish.
All right, go ahead. I thought we were.
And Tommy Fuji, who's 4-7, so he has to win. He has to win. Both of them have to win all of their matches.
See, I knew it. I knew there was another shoe to drop. This is
That's
tension,
right.
yeah.
Yep. So if Tommy Fuji loses, he'll be Makekoshi, and
Oh,
if Kirishima loses, he can still be Kachikoshi, but he won't get his Ozeki rank back.
oh gosh, this is. I knew it. I was like, the way he's saying
This is like what I want on a Sunday, right? This
That's
is like a
right.
7-7
Yeah,
match.
exactly. This is good stuff. All
I
right.
love these matches.
I'm girding my loins.
You ready?
Yes.
Hit it. Kirishima gets in, and Tommy Fuji tries to clamp on his arms. Kirishima's got the belt, and Tommy Fuji has a clamp, but Kirishima drives him forward.
I gotta say, I'm glad it went that way. Wow, that was a tense one.
You thought I was leaning the other. You thought I was hitting the other way, didn't you?
I knew you were going somewhere because you have that little twinkle in your eye and that little wry way of, I knew that it was a match of consequence.
It's a big match.
And
This is a very important match.
Yeah. Little did I know. Yeah.
So, and it's a good Tachi. Kirishima gets in quick and hard. That gets in deep and grabs a belt. And Tommy Fuji does a good job of clamping on the arms. Now, he's not as successful at it as, say, Teruno Fuji is.
Yeah.
But, he takes control of it. There's not a lot. Kirishima now has to do something from that position because Tommy Fuji is not letting him go. And but he's in deep, and he works around to get Tommy Fuji off balance a little, just rocking one way or the other without full balance. And once he does that, he drives straight forward, and there's nothing that Tommy Fuji can do about it, and runs him out of the ring.
It just shows you, because how Tommy Fuji's been wrestling for how long?
He is 21 years old.
Yeah,
so he's one of the up and comers. He's the kid. He's a giant kid, but he's the kid.
He's a big kid. Yeah. What I like about this too is that to me it seems like a kind of a symbolic match of sort of the. I'm glad that Kirishima won because he needed to do that,
right.
and Tommy Fuji's got some time.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
So there we go. Kirishima, 2 out of the 5. 2 down, 3 to go. Tommy Fuji, Makekoshi, but he can still, he can wind up being 7 and 8 if he finishes strong on the last 3 days, and he'll only drop a rank or 2. He's once again paying for not having a great start. He's got to learn how to have a good first week when he's ranked high.
Right. And
That's
so
the
is
big
that
thing he's gotta
is that
learn.
about diversity of moves and sort of knowledge base, or is it just
Well, I mean, I don't know. It was a couple of tournaments ago. It was nerves. It was clearly nerves.
yeah, yeah,
Now, part of it's luck, right? He's still going to have a tough opponents in week one when he's ranked that high.
yeah,
And then the thing is that after the thing that happened to him is that he lost a couple early against tough opponents, and then he also lost a couple sloppily. And is once you
mm,
lose a tough one in that situation, you've just got to clamp down. Right? You've got to. This is the you need to learn to be able to have 12 and 13 wins in a
yeah,
tournament, and that is really a matter of skill, certainly, but it's a matter of focus. It's a matter of
and
coming every
discipline.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And we talk
Consistency.
about
Yeah,
that a lot. That's Hoshoryu's problem for sure.
sure.
Is that he just doesn't show up all 15 days, or he
Yeah,
he loses sloppy matches.
yeah, yeah. That
Speaking of
even sometimes
Hoshoryu,
stun him.
speaking of Hoshoryu,
Here
if
we
we go
are.
to
Yeah,
1307, we've got Kotozakura and Hoshoryu.
another match of
Um,
consequence.
Well, certainly, since it's weird that this is day 12, he's got Kotozakura listed as 9-3 instead of 8, and they're both 8-3.
Okay,
But they've both only fought 11 times.
right.
Uh, typos will happen,
Yeah, of course.
but so our two Ozeki, who are both in second place, both trying to stay in it for the chance at the U show, and see, they fought a fair amount and pretty even.
Yeah.
Hoshoryu's got the edge, but let's see what happens here. Ready?
Alrighty.
Hit it.
Bing bong.
I'm in Sakura. No.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Sakura got a good position and made a charge, and Hoshoryu did one of those amazing Hoshoryu things. He reached up and did a head throw.
Yeah.
But when I think we're going to see the replay, I want you to watch at the very end.
All right.
Right,
I'm
so
watching the replay.
Sakura comes in. He's got both arms in. He's driving forward, and there, Hoshoryu gets his leg hooked in there, spins and lands, and
Uh,
down he goes, and then he slides out that way with his foot. He gets a weird look on his face. You know why he got a
Oh,
weird look on his face?
he hurt
He
himself?
hurt his hip,
Shoot.
and he pulled out the next day.
Oh, you're kidding
I do
me.
not kid you. On day 13, he went Kyujo.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he does land really weirdly on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't catch it while watching it originally. I didn't really think anything about it. And the next day, when it came up that he pulled out, I'm like, what? And I went back and rewatched it. I'm like, yeah, no, I see that. I see that now. He tweaked something when he landed like that.
It is kind of interesting. One of the things I've discovered about sumo as I've gotten to watch it, and now I'm really able to get kind of watch it granularly and appreciate it more, is that this is not just two big guys slapping each other with their bodies. Like this
Right?
is like that was some elegant,
Yeah.
maneuvering with his
And
leg and yeah,
hook the leg and the
tipped him
balance
out. Yeah,
to be doing that hooking with the leg and still use yourself as the pivot to throw this guy who weighs 120 pounds more than you.
absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
remarkable. I mean, listen, I can't do that with a pair of pants, so I mean that's
I wind up on the bedroom floor.
yeah, me too. Yeah,
Pants win. The pants win all the time.
pants win every time.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead to 1405, and we get Onosato, who beat the Yokozuna yesterday, coming
hmm
up against Takakeisho, who 5-6, still needs to win 3 of his remaining matches. There are 4 matches. He's got to win 3 of them in order to not drop down to Sekiwake like Kirishima has.
I'm hearing something in your voice, but let's just do it. Just do it.
Now do it. Hit it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, Sato.
Oh.
That sucks. I mean, oh, he is not pleased.
He's not happy.
Not happy. That wasn't the lowest bow one would ever see.
Coming at him, and yeah, well, I mean, Onosato got a grip on the Mawashi. He didn't do it dirty style.
No, he didn't. No, it was artful.
Got a handful of the Mawashi and just was able to do a little pivot.
Yeah.
Takakesho mostly mad at himself about that. It's like, oh,
you can tell. Yeah.
So now he has to win all of his remaining matches. So he and Kirishima back in the same boat. They both have to win all of their remaining matches. And then if we go to 1455.
1455. All right.
Got Terunofuji and Abi in the Musubi no Ichiban, the final match of the day.
Oh, okay.
Right? Terunofuji, of course, if he loses this, then he will drop back, so there's no buffer anymore. If he wins this, there will continue to be a buffer.
All right.
So hit it.
Beep. Frenetic. Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah. Takes care of business.
That's right.
He was doing let's bounce back from the loss to Onosato yesterday with I mean not
some energetic win, yeah.
A slam bang dominant, but back to what you were talking about. He just knows what he's doing. He lets Abi come in.
Yeah.
Waits for his move, waits for his opportunity, and when he sees it, no muss, no fuss, does it.
There's something I really like about the end of matches where you can tell how much planning has gone into all of that, and that when they're done, they help each other from not falling over, or you can kind of see Terunofuji kind of reaches out to make sure Abi's feet are on the ground, right? Like he's not ready to roll out of the ring. But that's something.
Yep.
Also, our Gyoji looks like he's dressed like a sister wife at the rodeo.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Hakuho was well renowned for that during most of his career. Just like finishing, and he'd finish at the edge, and he'd just be standing there, kind of in a horse stance, right? That squared off, both feet out, holding his hands out with the other guy, just keeping him from falling over. It's over. We're done.
It's over. We're done. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
I don't have to step out of the ring at all. You're out.
Yeah. There's something. That's some next level leadership.
It's really nice. It's a really nice thing to see. All right, so that means we come back here to our standings, and we go to standings entering day 13, and we see that Terunofuji is there, 11-1, and our number of people who are immediately behind him has dropped to 3.
Yeah.
Kotozakura has fallen back one now. Hoshoryu, Takanosho, and Churanomi. However, Hoshoryu's out.
Yeah.
So while it looks like there's 3, there's really only 2.
That's right.
Well, a Maikashira 6 and a Maikashira 12.
I can't remember if I picked Hoshoryu. I've been a little shy picking him because, I've been hurt before.
Right. I can't
remember.
I don't remember who you picked.
We'll soon find out.
We will find out very soon. All right, so that's how it's looking there. We've got Takanosho and Churanomi. And they are both getting bumped up to face big-time competition.
Okay.
Shodai still hanging in there, 8 and
Yeah, he
4.
is. He hasn't really moved, right? Wasn't he
Or
kind of in
he
the?
did. He was in the 3 spot.
I see.
He lost on that day.
A
On
respectable, showing still. It's
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, not bad. Like
not
right
bad.
now, we're on day 13, and there's only uh 9, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people have gotten their Kachikoshi. Only 9 people have,
Mm-hmm.
and he's one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, look who's there at the bottom of those. Endo.
Endo.
Endo's back, and he's gotten his Kachiko. Oh yeah, don't look at that. Don't look at that. I
I don't
hate when I
see
do that.
anything. I see nothing.
We may be seeing some Endo in bouts of the day.
Okay. Okay. I'll forget.
That's the only reason why I'm like, oh no, don't look there. That's going to spoil those surprises. No surprise there. But
Alrighty.
I tell you right now, we're coming in here on day 13, and we can start looking at those. Everyone who's 6 and 6, 7 and 5, and 5 and 7. These are our potentials
On the bubble.
for being on the bubble and having to come to Stan's house on Sunday.
That's right.
That's who's in there. Kirishima's in there. Onosato's in there. Daisho. And 7 and 5 guys, you got to figure they're probably going to get their 8th win.
Yeah.
But we got Abi and Shonan Naomi,
Yeah.
Tamawashi,
Yeah.
Takakeisho, Mitakeumi. Got a lot of
Star-studded
good
even.
names.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
And this,
go.
yeah, well, just real quick, I'm going to test my own metal here, but this is kind of where we see the real stuff. This is a hard little strata to be in, right? Because there's a lot of pushing and fighting, and like this is kind of where the rocks get polished, right?
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you want to get your Kachikoshi as early as possible.
Yeah.
Those guys with 7 and 5, they want to win. They really want to win on day 13. They didn't want to go into that last weekend having to do it. The guys who are 5 and 7 have to win all 3 of their remaining matches, and the 6 and 6 guys need to
Yeah, no, it's tense.
win 2 out of 3. Right, that's really what you've got here, right? The guys who are 7 and 5 need one more win out of 3, 1 out of
Yeah.
3, 30%, and you're golden. The guys who are 6 and 6, 66, they got 66%.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Then yeah.
I'm not doing that, man. No, yeah. And the guys who are 5 and 7, 100%. They got it. They can't.
They got to win everyone. Anybody in this the Takakeisho, Mitakanumi,
yeah,
Takufuji, Hokutofuji, and Nishikafuji. A lot of the Fujis here. Of that crew, who would you predict could do it?
Could do it?
Could do it, yeah.
Mitakeumi, former
Yeah.
Ozeki, who's been having a off and on, and he's fought all the toughest guys that he's going to have to face. He's not going to be facing any of the people ranked above him anymore. So that's a pretty good position. He'd rather be 6 and 6.
Yeah.
But you're just to that point where there's no room for error, right? We talk about that all the time. That getting 1 or 2 losses, or getting 5 losses, and it's not lethal, but it lowers your window, right? It makes your path narrower. There's only one way to do it once you're here at 5 and 7 on day 13. There's only one way to do it, and that's to win out. So
yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, Takakeisho, he could do it.
You're going to say the Takakeisho?
Except he's got to fight. He's going to be fighting top level guys. So
right.
Unlikely. I'm Takakeisho now in the position of, well, he could do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet on it. So we've only got 3 matches to look at here on day 13. So let's look at them.
Let's get into it.
Oh, we got 4 of them. Sorry. We will start with, these are our leaders. So all the ones people are involved in that that top of the Banzuke.
Okay.
Excuse me. Terunofuji, well, Hoshoryu, except that he's not. His match is going to be Hoshoryu isn't fighting today, which is very sad.
Yeah, that is a bummer. So, friends, if you're just tuning in, what we're doing is we're following the clips document that is over on Facebook, /group/the Sumo Show, or just search for the Sumo Show. It will pop up, and you open that up, head to day 13, click that link, open it up, and then just follow along. We got the timestamps.
All right, so the first timestamp we're going to go for is 9:45.
9:45. Okay.
We've
All right.
got Amsu Dai.
I don't know.
So let's if you go back, so let's maybe make it 9:43.
9:43. So you get all of the. It's all flown in by this time.
There we go.
Yeah.
Komusubi Daisho and Churanomi. Churanomi's bumped all the way up to fight Komusubi.
Oh, they've never fought before. Huh.
Well, Churanomi's been mostly in Juryo, and he's Maegashira at 12. Daisho's been up around Komusubi and top of the Maegashira for the last few years. So, yeah, the first time
no
facing
occasion
each
to
other.
cross paths. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hit it.
Boom.
Wintergreen Gyoji.
Yeah.
Wintergreen,
or is that
both of them big pusher thrusters coming at each other.
You can really see it.
Big thrust. Oh!
Wow. He meant that.
Yep. Daisho missed. Is really what happened there. They were both hitting each other, and Daisho's the first one to swing and miss. And when he did that, Churanomi took advantage of it. Let's go back and watch that again. But a good start, right? I'm impressed that Churanomi stood up to Daisho, and it was giving him equal pushing. And then
Dude, that's what it looked like, yeah. Pound for pound.
Daisho just misses that one and leaves him open for a little walkout. So yeah, Churanomi remains in the hunt.
It is first of all pistachio gyoji, and second of all, it's one of the things I'm enjoying as well is finding those moments, the consequential moments in the move, where like that thing that they did that gave them the position to dominate, or the little movement that they did to set in motion their defeat. It's pretty interesting. Indeed, indubitably.
All right, so let's go to 10:15.
10:15.
Where we'll see Kirishima, who now is 7-5 with 3 matches to go. If he can win all of them, he gets it back. Takanosho, it was just like yesterday, right? Each of them, one of them is gonna get what they want, or still be on the road to I can do it, and one of them is gonna be like, well, now I can no longer do it.
And you know why this is a big deal, folks? Little Pepper there.
Pepper. It's a hot match.
It's a hot one. All right.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Hit it.
Oh.
Well.
Okay, wait, what now?
No Monoi?
No Monoi? Oh.
Takanosho wins the bout. It's a pretty good fight.
A really good fight. Sorry, I'm just looking and seeing now. Do they keep the basket of rice just kind of, not rice, I'm so sorry, of salt just hanging out there?
Yeah. Well, see the guy in the yellow hoppy next to it, the Yogashi, he will grab it as they come towards it. And if you watch the replay, you can see him grab it.
Oh, I see him. He's moving. Oh, I do see it. Yeah. He didn't quite grab it, but he moved like he was going to.
Right. He was ready to.
Yeah.
He was going to pull it up and move it if they both came that way.
Interesting. Okay.
So we go back and look at this again. The replay only shows the very last of it.
Yeah.
But they started off and good tachi. Kirishima comes in, but he just again he missed a little, and Takanosho happened, I think, luckily to be stepping the same away from where he missed, and that had Kirishima overextended, and Takanosho presses down on his head, then lets him snap back up, and again, once you know where someone's weight is going to be going,
You just
you then help them do that more than they want to.
Now he gets him really hard. Does he hit him with his elbow, kind of under the chin almost?
Who?
That it was. Sorry, it's
he might have what he was doing there. No, he did not. He did not give him an elbow. He did not purposely hit him with an elbow.
No, yeah, I just did
a push. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Though.
A little bit. It looks like it kind of swings in there, right there. Just like a boom. But I can see it's circumstantial. Like he's just he's moving forward at a velocity in his elbow,
and he's trying to push forward with that hand.
Yeah.
But there you go. Takanosho still in the race. Kirishima, well, he's a Sekiwake for sure.
Yeah.
And he still needs another win.
Yeah.
He's got to get his 8th win, or he won't even be a Sekiwake. He'll drop down lower.
Ouch.
So that bad first week again comes back to haunt you. We see that,
no cushion, no safety. Yeah.
He's coming back from that neck injury. We weren't even sure he was going to be able to finish the tournament, but he's on the whole a good performance, but not. It's a tough road, right? You got to get 10 wins, and I think we can see that if he was fully healthy, he probably would have done it. Right?
Now, are you noticing a movement that suggests his neck is still problematic?
I see more that he's being careful about it.
I see. Yeah. General, not necessarily.
No, it doesn't look like the neck is paining him.
Yeah.
And we can tell because he's doing those strong tachi where he's coming in hard head first, which is the thing he didn't do at all in March and May. And if his neck was paining him, there's absolutely no way he'd be going in head first like that.
No way. Yeah.
So I just think it's a little bit of hesitancy, a little bit of not quite being as sharp as he had been.
Yeah.
But the real problem were those losses in week 1. He shouldn't have put himself in a position where this match
such a pivotal.
No-show was so pivotal.
Yeah.
So there we go. So Churanoumi and Takanosho will stay where they are. The question now is, what does Terunofuji do?
What does Terunofuji do?
Well, let's go to 12-10 and find out.
Bloop. Oops.
12-10, what we got? He gets to fight Takakeisho.
Look at this.
Takakeisho, as we know, needs to win all 3 of his remaining bouts.
And Terunofuji can only lose 1?
Well, if Terunofuji loses 1, he will... No, he's still got a 2 buffer. If he
he'll have a 2 buffer.
1, there will be no buffer left. He'll still have the lead.
Mean. Yeah. He'll still be the lead, but
he'll still be the leader.
He'll lose his...
Yeah. 1 more loss and he'll be tied with someone, presuming they...
Right. And he doesn't want that to happen, so yeah.
So Takakeisho, on the other hand, 5-7, has to win. Am I giving anything away? Do you think I'm tipping something?
I don't know. I can't get the vibe. I do know that you're setting the tension level and it's high.
I'm ratcheting it up. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Hit it. Keisha comes in.
Can't quite get
his hands around that little butterball.
Oh, boy. So sorry, friend. Now, is he hurt or is he crushed?
Down. He is crushed.
Yeah, both, probably a little bit. You will see that people during this Basho get a little muddier. The dirt sticks a little longer.
They're very sweaty.
Yeah, it's
Terunofuji gets the envelopes. But, good match. I mean,
yeah,
Takakeisho, particularly given how he's performed all tournament, gave it his all. You
he
can see
did.
there when right at the end in the replay, you can see what happens is he drives forward and Terunofuji just gets out of the way. And so he does that little hop
Yeah.
and there's nothing there. He's already fighting for his balance. And Terunofuji takes, again, that's what you want. If you know where someone's going, what they have to do, you help them do the thing they don't want to do.
And he got some great moves in there on him. Almost, the height differential, I think, is a real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in their heyday, in the heyday of their matches against one another, where Takakeisho could do those big double booms, right? Just imagine how different that match would have been if when he was hitting him, the force was multiplied by that big double push that he used to do, which you
Absolutely,
can't do
no. Yeah.
But
he did hold on. He was tanking it there for a bit.
Yep. He gave a really good. Wow, I paused it right here at the very end, very near the end of the replay.
Yeah.
Where you can see Abi off to the side next to Takakeisho.
Yes, yeah.
If you look over Abi's shoulder, you see the Miko.
Yes, I see. Yeah. That's not our normal, or the one that, remember way back in the day, there was the very fancy lady.
No, that's not her at all.
That's not her at all. No.
This is a young.
But she is definitely, yeah.
She's very excited.
She is very excited. This is fun. That was like a little sort of Japanese Where's Waldo.
Find the Miko.
All
right, so let's go to 11:30. There's still one more match we want to watch.
Okay, let's do it.
And that's we want to see what happens to Kotozakura.
Oh yeah, we do. All right.
And he's fighting Abi today.
Okay.
Ready?
I am ready.
Hit it. No need to make this drawn out. Let's see what grabs Abi, pulls him close.
Can't quite get it.
And Abi gets away, and Kotozakura tried to put his feet on the Tawada and missed.
He did miss, and so he
already has his Kachikoshi, so
okay.
I mean, what he really wants is double-digit wins, and he's made that more difficult for himself. He now has to win both of his remaining matches in order to get that. But
I'll tell you, it was so skillful that I wasn't sure who won or lost at that moment.
Right.
It was
but if you go back and watch it again,
yeah,
you just see that he when they turn around, right, Abi gets away. They turn around. Kotozakura is trying to set up a defense, and he just steps too tall and slips right out.
Yeah.
Which, and you can see he's just kind of stops like, I did it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Abi's like, oh, I won that. You didn't. You did a good job. You were in trouble, and you did a good job to get back in it. But
yeah.
Kotozakura gave you a big helping handful of overstep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He did think that he won that. Yeah.
All right. So before we go and look at what's going on, let's look at our bouts of the day.
Oh yes, my favorite.
I know you like those.
I do enjoy them. So bouts of the day.
Bouts of the day for day 11.
Yes.
We're going to go to 4 and 35.
And if you're like me and you closed it, just go back to the clip stock and you can just pull up in day 11 and give it a little pause.
I was wondering if you learned from last time.
I did not. I'm making it sound like I'm teaching, but I'm learning.
4 and 36.
4 and 36. Okay.
Yeah. It's got a pepper.
Does it have a pepper? I'm not there yet. There it is. There's the pepper.
It's about of the day. Endo and Kinbozan.
Look at our Gyoji. He looks like a hot pepper.
Yeah. So yeah, let's watch it. Got nothing much to say. Kim Bozon having a bad tournament.
Oh,
Kind of unfortunate for him. Um, but I don't know. He's one of those guys that everyone has expected really great things for. He's the guy from Kazakhstan.
yeah.
And he's built for it. He's got a lot of skill, and he hasn't had a lot of luck. And when he gets it here at Maegashira 8, you kind of are expecting him to do really well, and he's just
Not doing it.
Some of the matches have been bad luck. Some of them have been kind of Shodai-ish. What did you do that for?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The bad luck ones I think really get to him. But he's 3-7, so he's got to win to get his Kachikoshi.
I don't know why. I just feel it in my bones, but I'm feeling like this is going to go to Endo.
There's a reason you might feel that. All right,
I looked
ready?
at the cheat sheet. Yeah.
Go. I ruined it.
No, you didn't.
And there's a little move there at the beginning.
Very
Bozon catches
dainty.
up and tries to throw him, but Endo escapes
He's
again.
refusing.
Bozon escapes, and now they're both hooking up the legs.
Slippery, and down he goes.
Trying to get a trip, and eventually Endo says, "All right, you're trying to get that leg hook, which means you're leaning backwards. So I'll just make you continue to
help you lean into it." Yeah. Now the Tachi was kind of weird. I need to look at that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a soft Tachi.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was kind of casting a spell on him.
He didn't do a Henka, but he did a stand in place, wait a beat, and then jump to the left.
Sliding to his left. Yeah, there. Yeah. Yeah, he did sort of look like he was just kind of casting a little spell on him.
And you see Kim Bozon reaching out. Like, this is really funny if you pause it there. Kim Bozon's reaching out, and Endo's just not
engaging.
Not there. He says, "Come on,
get into my hands."
But there's the really good kind of hand jiving back and forth. Kim Bozon almost throws him out. Endo almost throws him out. They spin, both trying to hook legs.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of a slip, and Endo took advantage of that. You can see Kim Bozon's foot slips, so the clay kind of shoots out from under it.
Yeah.
But very good match.
Really good match. Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to go to day 12. You probably 12. Also closed.
Quit it, you. These are my trade secrets you're sharing.
And we're going to go to 1 minute and 25 seconds, maybe 24. It's also got a pepper, and it's another Endo match.
We're just burning through the peppers.
Which I told you, day 12 was filled with great matches, and this was the one I chose for the bout of the day on the day of great bouts.
Wow! So this is something else to watch.
I might give this 2 peppers.
No kidding, 2 hot peppers.
You ready?
Hold on, let me get back here.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Hit it.
Yeet.
Good Tachi.
Yeah.
Fuji going forward. Oh, Endo dancing around the ring. Whoa! Olay.
I gotta see this again.
They do a slow motion on this. They come in. Good Tachi from both guys. Hook to Fuji. Driving forward. Endo manages to step to the side and keep moving. It's like they're parallel, right?
Yeah.
They're not parallel. They're perpendicular. Endo is right on his hip, and they keep just moving to the left. And eventually, that opens up the chance for Endo to just straighten out Hokuto Fuji's arc a little. And out he goes.
Good on Endo. All right.
Whoa, so close. Nice dancing on the ring's edge. And out goes Hokuto Fuji.
You know, I've seen that often. People wanting to pull that off, that
Yeah.
dancing around on the edge there. It's not always doesn't
No,
always work out.
doesn't work all the time, but it's pretty when it does.
It sure does. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so let's go to day 13 again, and we're going to go to 8:25.
Day 13, 8:25.
And we've got Meisei and Atami Fuji.
Okay.
So here's Atami Fuji. We saw him on day 12, where he lost to Kirishima, and he got that 8th loss. So this is the next day. He's against Meisei, who's also 4-8. They're both having. They're both Maegashira 1, Maegashira 1 East, and Maegashira 1 West. So they're fighting each other here. Our favorite Gyoji, Konosuke's up there in his peppermint.
Yeah, looking pressed, looking
kimono.
Looking sharp.
Oh man, there was a great match. I didn't it didn't turn out to be one of the matches to watch, but where he was showing his, you know how when he's so good. Konosuke is so good dancing around the ring and positioning himself.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, for every Gyoji, sometimes a match goes where you don't expect it, and suddenly it's right on your heels.
Yeah, yeah.
He does this little prance and jumps out of the way. He's like mid-50s, early 60s, and he just dances right out of the way.
Sprightly,
Really good one earlier this week.
Did we see him? Was he the one that lost his shoe that one time?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah. But I mean, he was just it.
We've seen several Gyoji lose their shoes or lose their fan or fall down. He loses his shoe and he stays in it.
He does. He doesn't stop. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 8:25, okay. Meisei and Atami Fuji. Hit it. There you go. Meisei dives in. Atami Fuji clamps down on him again. Drives him backwards. Again, grabs that I think he's been trying to practice that clamp on the arm thing. Push to the edge. Holds on. Push to the edge again.
He is not letting him.
Turns it around. Meisei's on the edge.
Oh, wow. That was skillful.
That was a good bout.
He just couldn't get him higher than the bail and just try it. And he looked kind of like a little frog just hanging on the edge. I think we need to get you made a Gyoji uniform. What do they call their little dresses?
They're kimonos.
Come on. Okay. Well, that's not. I mean, yeah, that's great.
All right. So that's what we got. I'm going to come back here to put that away now, and come back here to look at where things stand. Where do things stand at the end of day 13? So this is where things stand now.
Okay, yeah, this
is another couple of hours before the day 14
before it starts again. Yeah,
Terunofuji is in the lead at 12-1, which means that there's only 2 matches left. Everyone who's 9-4 and lower is out of it.
Yeah.
Takanosho and Tsuranomi at 10-3 are still in it if Terunofuji loses both of his matches. If Terunofuji can win one of his matches, he wins the tournament.
Yeah.
And interestingly, today, Terunofuji and Takanosho are fighting each other.
Are they?
Yes. So Tsuranomi has to win to stay in the realm of possibility. But the Terunofuji Takanosho match today, which will be the last match of the day, will be the Musubi no Ichiban, final match of the day. That will determine whether or not Terunofuji wins this tournament for sure. Right? If he beats Takanosho, then he can't lose too. Right? So he will win. If Takanosho beats him, then he will for sure be one loss behind Terunofuji going into the final day.
Interesting.
And Tsuranomi can maybe hang on to join them. He's kind of on his own. He's really hoping for Takanosho to win, but he's gotta win himself. And if you just give me a second, I can tell you who he's fighting today.
Sure. Take your time.
No, I'm rushing.
It's my turn
Um,
to sing the hold music. I will be singing Girl from Ipanema. Something, something words I
All right.
never learned.
Churanoumi. Oh, wow. Churanoumi is fighting Ono Sato.
Okay.
So they've never fought before.
Interesting.
And Ono Sato, of course, they're at 8-5, trying to get double-digit wins again. So yeah, big matches. Those are the day 14 matches.
I am excited, but I'm almost excited enough to watch. But maybe I'll wait.
Well, I don't know, because the thing to say now, and you know this for sure, is that we're not going to be back for a while.
2 weeks?
What?
Is it 2 weeks?
It's 2 weeks. Next week is Gen Con. So
that's right.
We will be back.
I mean, we of course will be here in your heart and soul, but yeah.
Yeah. But of course, if you go to the Facebook page, and I'll be posting
everyday activity, right?
Right. And I will put links so you can watch what's going on, and it'll be exciting and fun. But yeah. This is a big pile of what's going to happen next.
Absolutely. And I will say that it is doubly exciting for me because I'm finding myself understanding more and more, like, actually really getting the whole linear, sort of experience. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I will just kind of watch tomorrow, just kind of see, what's cooking. You've done it to me. This is your fault. You win. Yeah.
All right. So if we look here, though, we can to go back to the other thing we care about is who's going to wind up 7-7. I guess the first thing to do.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, we care about that. Yes, that
Kirishima lost, so he's 7-6. He can't get his double figures. He's going to be a Sekewake or lower next to him. He's not going to get his Ozeki rank back. And Takakeisho is 5-8. He's Makekoshi, so he is going to be in that same position that Kirishima was next tournament in September for the Nagoya Basho for the fall tournament. Takakeisho is going to have to win 10 matches if he wants to, in order to get his Ozeki rank reinstated.
It is brutal. That is just brutal.
It's tough.
It is tough, yeah. And yet they keep on keeping on.
But Kirishima might wind up 7-7. He's 7-6. He's one more win to get if he can get one more win, he'll stay a Sekiwake. And if he's healthy, he can start putting together another march towards an Ozeki promotion. But he's got to earn it the hard way.
Yeah.
But we see here, look pretty. Abi is 7-6. Daisho is 7-6.
Yeah, you got quite an event to attend on Sunday.
Takayumi
star-studded
and Shonanumi, Tamawashi, still there, hanging out. Possible 7-7s. We could wind theoretically. I don't know who's, depending on who's fighting who in this mix. That looks like it could be 12 or 13 people in coming to my house. That would be crazy.
That's right. I mean, yeah, you better get
I gotta make a big bowl of guac.
Yeah, exactly, and just guac.
All right, so now I need to do this over here. When is that open? I don't know. Okay, so now we have the thing I know you have been waiting all hour and 45 minutes for.
Well, absolutely. I mean, one might say this is the highlight of the program.
All of that was prelude.
This is what it's all about.
Because now it is time to Look at the Fantasy Oyakata.
Fantasy Oyakata. I should put some
Here we go.
effects on my voice. But
Fantasy Oyakata.
Oyakata.
All right. So our best possible score now is 45. 45 points.
Okay.
And that's if you have Terano Fuji and Onosato or Hiradomi, who are an 8 and 5, or Tobizaru.
Oh, I like that guy.
Who you almost picked but didn't. Or Takanosho or Shodai.
That one did not. Remember, we even joked, "Hey, you're gonna pick that Shodai." I was like, "Ha, no
and
way!"
There he is, and Churanomi. So here we go. Not going. Okay. That's 45 points. All right. So in last place, not surprisingly, is me.
It's a little bit of an upset.
Not since day 5. It hasn't been.
That's yeah. You've had some time to come to terms with the pain. Yeah.
With 30 points, it's not bad. I'm still more. I'm 30 and 27.
Yeah. We're just not used to seeing you at
look
that
down
level.
Here at the all-time champs. I'm the only one with 2 wins so far.
I mean,
it's not happening
this
time. That's for sure, and that's okay.
Leave some room for some of us little guys.
All right. And next, we have Dave Lemon with 33
All right, Dave.
points.
Dave's usually got a little bit more.
We can scroll over here. We both have Kotozakura, which is good. We both have Onosato, which is good. We both have Wakamoto Hado, which is bad. Wound up having a pretty lackluster tournament. He's Makikochi.
Them's the breaks.
He had Ryuden, which is bad. I had Oshima, which is, in your middle and lower, you kind of want to make sure you get 50-50. Right? That Ryuden is hurting him there.
Yeah.
And what's hurting me there is Asanoyama. He has Churanomi, which is very good.
Yeah.
So there we go. 30 and 33. But that's not the end of it. There are other people playing in this tournament too. Let's see who's in that next spot up there.
Now, this is normally where I hover, right around here. Yeah, I mean, well, by now I usually dip.
Marvelous.
Marvelous. Better showing than
he has Hoshoryu. Now he's got Hoshoryu, who's not going to get him any more points. Hoshoryu is there at 9.
Right.
That's it.
And his secret weapon.
He also
none of us were expecting.
3 of us had Onosato. He took Mitakeumi, which certainly did better than Wakamoto Hado. And there's his secret weapon of Shodai and Nishiki Fuji, which turns out not to have been such a great choice. Shodai turning around has helped him into
working for him. Yeah.
All right. So now we've got two left. Should probably just reveal both of them together, huh?
I think we should.
Right. Drum roll, please. Never mind. Here we go. Boom.
Drumming.
Okay. 36 points.
That's
Baseball Barry, 39.
Good job, Baseball Barry. He did it. That's some. Yeah, where did he outstrip me there?
He beat you. Terano Fuji he's got a 4-point lead right there. He's above you by 3.
Almost.
So you make up a
Almost
point.
Picked him.
Overall, you make up a point between that. So you're both 7 and 6, Abi and Kirishima. You both picked Tatami Fuji. You lose a point again here in Oho and Koto Shoho, and so you must pick up 2 points. Yeah, you pick up 2 points with Wakataka Kage.
Had to do it.
So there we go. And so here's the thing.
I feel pretty good about this
Here's the thing
showing.
that I'm looking at for me. Again, once Asanoyama went down, I was like, all right, well, I'm certainly not winning and probably going to wind up towards, if not at the bottom. But if we go back here and we look at Asanoyama, and we were saying that he and Wakataka Kage came in about the same. If he performed, even if he wasn't in the hunt for the usual, if he performed as well as Wakataka Kage, I would have 6 more points. which would put me tied with you.
Yeah.
If he did better than that, I'd be right up there. So again, you know, if if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. But you know,
That's true.
I am what I am. I'm 30, and I'm not. I'm going to finish last, and that's okay. You, sir, in a strong position, but Marvelous is right on your heels, and Dave Lemon not that far behind, only 3 points behind you. So you
Okay.
need a
Yeah.
strong
So we're still
finish
pretty
too.
close. Yeah. So we've got what the next. So this could change even dramatically.
In theory, it could. I mean,
Except
well, the problem again, if we look at it, is who has the same people, and I guess not much of the same. Terunofuji, Kotozakura, Hoshoryu. Well, Hoshoryu is bad there. Mishima,
yeah,
Abi,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Onosato. All right,
Okay. Look at all
this
the
Onosato
Onosato.
is
Yeah.
going to be but it's just right. We can't look at the numbers. It's just of the two remaining matches, who's going to give you the most wins? That's because everything else we know what it
Yeah.
adds up to, right?
That's right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, in a champion level, Terunofuji and Kotozakura, 2 matches ago, if they can both win, the problem for Kotozakura is he's had a bad run. He's at the end of the tournament. He's lost his last few, so he's got to turn
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
around
Yeah. Yeah.
and do strong sumo here in the final 2 days. And not to give any spoilers, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be fighting Terunofuji on Senchudaku. So
Yeah.
there will be a head. It's like a head to head between you and Baseball Barry.
That's right. Baseball Barry. More like a head to
Yeah.
beheading. No, but here's the thing too. I want him to win because the Terunofuji story is good. That's a great one.
So you both have a Tommy Fuji. I guess what's going on here in Onosato, Abi, and Kirishima. Kirishima's got to be the weak link there of all three of them. So that's a
Yeah,
chance. If Abi finishes strong, you might catch him there.
he could. Yeah.
In the upper Maegashira, you both have a Tommy Fuji, and Marvelous has Mitakeumi, who, as we said, could be going to my house.
That's right.
And then lower down, we got Oho, Koto Shoho, and Shodai.
Shodai, probably win every
Oh man,
next, win all of his bouts and then.
is Oho? Did I get that right? I may have to do an adjustment here.
I don't know. We're gonna have to call him.
Hold on, Mono E for a second, while I try and figure out what is Oho's.
When Stan says Mono E, he means he'd
No,
like
he
me to
is.
sing
He is 8 and
his
5, so
favorite
he should be
song.
down here
Oh,
at
never
the
mind.
bottom with Takanosho, and so
Okay.
this should be 3 people. That's where I have. That's where the mistake is. It should be Oho,
I see.
Takanosho, and Shodai. Yeah. So I would say though,
Now
Kota Shoho is the weak link there.
And then what are the bonus points? Are
There
there
are
bonus
bonus
points conditions?
Yes. So
Yeah.
first of all, anyone that so first of all, we know for sure that Onosato
Mhm.
is. Oh no, he doesn't get a gold star for that. Never mind. I was going to say because he beat a Yokozuna, he gets a gold star, but he doesn't because he is a Sekewake. So there's no points for that.
No prizes for that
But
level, yeah.
we've of course got the 3 special prizes at the end that can be handed out to multiple people. So we'll see who gets those. A lot of these guys could be up for it.
Wakataka, I think.
If he gets 10 wins, maybe. Probably not. Probably
no.
Not. He hasn't been. If he'd been in the Yusho race, yeah. I don't think he's performed strong enough to get a special prize.
How about Ono Santo?
Ono
I don't have him,
Sato, maybe, probably not. He's gotten 5 losses. If he gets to 10 wins, there's an outside chance, but I wouldn't think so. I don't know. It's not a lot of people. Not a lot of people performing that well.
Yeah, yeah. And will they go, like, if people if generally had kind of had a lackluster, will there be no special
Yeah,
awards or?
there have been times when there are no special awards, so don't know.
Huh.
We've got 2 days. There's a lot. There's a lot that can happen in 2
Well,
days.
yeah.
Chudanomi, you know what? Chudanomi is well on the way. I think he's got a very strong chance to get a special prize
Okay.
because he'd never. I think he's never had a winning record in the top division before, and he to come in here and be going into the final weekend and still have a shot at winning the U show. That's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
That's huge. So here we go. U show. Well, Tommy Fuji is the only one who can win the U show. So if he does, Marvelous will get a point out of that.
Yeah.
Finishing second. None of these guys can finish second.
You're like,
Not
nope.
happening. No one's getting any points for finishing second. So there's not going to be a lot of special points, is what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to hand out a lot of special prizes. So maybe Dave Lemon will get one for Chudanomi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't, and there may be some others, but I don't see a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd hoped that there would be something in there to kind of help me jump up to the,
Gotta hope. Kota Zakura. If
what
Kota Zakura gets to 10 wins, there's an outside chance that he will get a special prize for that. But I think that this last section, this week 2, where he's added 3 losses when he was in the hunt for it, kind of make it less likely.
Yeah. Fascinating. I'm
anyway,
wondering. Yeah. I'm.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm wondering. What about the like? I feel like I have a lot of fighting spirit. Maybe I will get a special prize that comes with the extra points, and I feel like maybe I've earned it. I don't know. I just feel my spirit feels very fighty.
You are very special.
Very, very
pretty.
special.
Oh, so pretty.
Oh, so pretty. Well, that was quite a program, my friend.
Things stand. I'm gonna switch it back again here so we can close with the
traditional
standings on the.
Oh, you want to show? You want to go here?
Yeah, it's just so. This is where things stand. 2 days to go. We're not going to be back until the 9th of August. Please come to the Facebook page. And, and watch some of the videos. Watch them on your own. Come back and join the chat.
That's right.
People are really chatting and having comments. I'd love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe what you need is some controversy. So look for any opportunity where Stan was wrong and come back. And it's hard to find. But
you know exactly what's going to happen is I'll go, you're right. I was wrong.
That's right.
I don't. I'm not good for that kind of controversy.
We just don't do it well. We just, we're not those kind of folk. But you could try to get our goat.
Get our goat.
Get your hands off my goat. Yeah. Well, so hey, Stan, have a good couple weeks. I'll be in Gen Con. If any of you are going to be in Indianapolis, stop by booth 101 and say, moshi moshi.
Moshi moshi. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
It would be really funny if you get a lot of sumo visitors at Gen Con.
And I know that there's a big contingent.
There's a big yes. There's a lot of people.
The sumo cosplay is off the charts. It's not just for corporate, retreats anymore.
All right. Well, when you are ready.
Drums. Here we go. Wait. Here we go.
You have been listening to The Sumo Show, a live weekly podcast about the art and sport of sumo. Your hosts tonight have been Stan Brown and Troy Hewitt. Production of Troy Hewitt. Sumo lead airing by Stan Brown. And initial charge, Kachi I Troy.
Hi.
So until the 9th of August, we say to you, Ja mata ne.
Goodbye.